I think we've actually got a little bit of delay, which is all right. Oh, wait, no. Looks like it's there. Hi. Just waiting on some tech issues. Sorry about this. It's all good.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay.
Do you want to introduce the game and the yourself as well?
Sure. Hi, I'm yoshipro. I've been speedrunning for like a decade at this point. This is Hobo Cat Adventures. It's an indie game released last year. It's a platformer inspired by Conquers and Dark Souls of all things. So, am I good to count down?
Could you share your screen on Discord?
Oh, Discord. Yes, I can.
Yeah. And then you should be good.
Okay. It's sharing Twitter. Why is it not sharing the game? Oh, my screens. Yeah, why is Hobo Cat not showing up? Give me a second. Reboot the game. So many tech issues.
It's all
Streaming
good.
is hard.
It happens to the best of us. It's always going to happen right at the worst possible time.
Okay. Is the game showing now?
All right. I've got it now. Yeah.
Amazing.
Feel free to count down whenever you're...
Okay. So yeah, timing will start in 5, or actually, I can load first. We do SDA timing because we're old school for this game. And also the first loading zone can take like anywhere from 2 seconds like there to like a minute. So, but timing will start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So this is Hobo Cat. It's a collectathon. Sort of. We skip most of the collectibles in the run. Basically, the goal is to appease the Squirrel King by ringing a bunch of bells around the world. So I'll be going to 3 different main levels. This is the tutorial area right now. First skip here is by using the acorn to get up here. Skip's doing a puzzle, which you like clog the pipes with the acorns. Really complicated stuff. I couldn't figure it out casually, so skip it. And here you skip a switch. I don't know where the switch is, but you can just kind of jump over the mushrooms. This game has some really janky stuff with the combat because it's inspired by Dark Souls, so there's heavy attacks and stuff. And when you're on a slope, you are able to attack, and it displaces your hitbox enough where you can clip into walls and such for big skips like that. And here I'm going to be doing one more of the attack tricks. This combat stuff completely breaks the run. It's like the main thing we use to skip levels and different requirements. This one's kind of janky. I don't know why this one works, because you just kind of like fall through the floor. There you go. It worked.
That's a shockingly simple clip.
Yeah, I found that on accident in my first playthrough. And I was like, why does this work?
That's hilarious.
So now there's this chicken. If you attack when you want the chicken, you're able to combine the chicken speed and your speed. So I have double movement speed right now. And here I'm going to be luring the rats over. There's a quest you can do here for a money bag by killing a bunch of rats. So just lure them over here, get the quest. And conveniently, there's just a bomb here. So you're able to chuck the bomb, get the money.
Nice.
Now here's the next major skip. It doesn't really look like a whole lot, but normally to get up here, you're supposed to unlock a different upgrade and do an escort mission that takes like 5 minutes. But you're able to just jump up with the chickens double
Just
speed.
walk up the tree. That's hilarious.
Oh well. That is not supposed to happen. You're not supposed to fall down the tree, believe it or not. It's not fast. It's kind of hard to control with the whole double movement speed, especially when the tree's hitboxes are really janky. You're definitely not supposed to be able to climb it that way. And now here I open the gate to the king, and the king will give me my mission. I will play it safe. There we go.
So, do you know why that it gives you double movement when you're on that? When you is it you said you attack while you're on the chicken?
Yeah. So normally you can ride the chicken. It puts you into a different state where you're like just moving kind of slow, and you can't jump or anything. But by attacking, you cancel that. So it stacks Hobo Cat's movement speed on top of the chicken speed. So you're in like 2 different states basically at once, and you get double movement as a result. And there's another clip into this area. This is the first actual level of the game. Normally you need 5 money bags to get into here. There's a major skip here. There's a bunch of stuff you're supposed to do in this level. Like if you look to the left and right, there's like this whole area behind me that I just skipped by using coffee. And I guess I haven't explained coffee. So there's vending machines where you can buy coffee. And for whatever reason, coffee makes Hobo Cat go nutso. And you get really high jumps that you normally would not be able to do. It also gives you some movement speed, but we use it mainly for the height it gives with your jumps. And I said we have to ring bells throughout the game. This is the first bell we're ringing. Now I just need to grab more coffee. There's only a few vending machines in the game. I think there's like 4, so it's very important that we get it whenever we can. Because we don't always have the chicken. I think the chicken only shows up in the hub world, actually. And now we're just going to do a cheeky death abuse. Get back to the start. And now when we talked to the king earlier, he opened up like some ride over to the mountains. So we're going to go onto that ride. This is the first like actual area you're supposed to go to. It's a snow world. There will be a penguin jump scare, be warned. Low poly penguin.
Horrific.
The scariest.
Nightmare.
It's a penguin.
The stream was lagging for me and it looked like it had like one eye, like 2 eyes merged together. It was terrifying actually.
So here we're gonna, normally you're supposed to help that penguin out, find their kid. It's kind of like Mario 64 reference, pretty obscure. But you can just skip all that, go on this tree, and by doing a roll jump, you're able to make it over to this platform to get behind the gate to the next level. This is supposed to be the final level in the game. It's gonna be a spooky castle. Also, the loading zone here can take like a minute. I'm glad it did not take a minute. There's like a really long start to this level. It's just kind of a huge lead up, kind of atmospheric, So you have time for donations or the such.
Yeah, we have a $10 donation from Scott, which just says Kino.
Kino, truly.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Hobo Cat's pretty Kino.
Of course, yeah. You've got like this cinematic shader effect going on.
We're almost to the castle now.
Does Hobo Cat attack with the bag on the stick?
Yep.
That's hilarious.
You can actually get more weapons in the run, or in the game, but we don't do it in the run because we skip all the combat sections. But there's actually like a huge fighting mechanic. You can like lock on, do like, it's wild. Like they put effort into the combat. It's kind of a shame we skip it. But also, I'm glad we skip it because I'm bad at combat.
You mentioned it was like a Dark Souls parody, so
yeah,
I suppose that makes sense. Yeah, but I guess there's no like compulsory bosses or anything.
Nope. It turns out none of the bells are locked behind the boss. The boss is always before the bell, but again, you can kind of just do platforming tricks to skip it all. Here's another.
Like you can sort of just. Sorry.
It's all good.
It seems like you can sort of just go around all of the obstacles.
You really can, and a huge part of that is because of coffee. Coffee gives you so much height for no reason. It makes skipping a bunch of stuff super easy. Like here, this is basically where the boss is supposed to be. I'm on the side of it. The boss trigger is right over there. But we don't want to go there, because if you hit the trigger actually, you get locked into the fight. And like, invisible triggers around open up, and you cannot progress, which is really bad for speedrunning. So, I will not be going over there to show off the boss. I made that mistake in a practice run. I was like, I'm going to show off the boss, and I got stuck, and I was like, oh. That was the second bell. We have one more bell to go. I'm just going to collect some money here, and coffee again. This is the last, or second to last coffee trip we make.
So it seems like those vending machines are normally at the end of the level. Is that like by design, or do you just skip them in a way that it means that you always pick them up at the end of the level?
We skip them in a way that we pick it up at the end of the level. They're like kind of hidden in a way. It's weird. They're out of the way usually. That one's next to a money bag,
that makes
though.
sense if, yeah. I suppose it makes sense if coffee is so powerful that they hide them a little bit.
Yeah. This is the ice area again. This is supposed to be a second hub. This time I'm going to be going out of my way a little bit to collect money, since I have coffee here I can use. And you'll be seeing the snowball upgrade, which you only see once. It's a huge part of this area casually, but since we skip most of it, I don't really get to see it, except for this part. And I need to be careful. I can clip into the ground here and fall through the world, but we're good. Now we're going over to the last level. The reason we do this level last is because you need 10 money bags, and we had no money at the start of the run. But now we're rich. We have 10 money bags. We're able to go into the final level. Everything is hunky-dory.
So you can't clip into the door to this one, I assume?
So this one isn't a door. It's going to be a boat with a lever. And to activate the lever, you need 10 money bags. And there's no loading trigger around that we found, so...
I suppose that makes sense then.
Here's the boat. Here's the money. Set sail. Now we don't need any more money for the run, so I won't be collecting any money bags. You'll see like 1 or 2 on the way. Here you're supposed to help the crab find his children, but you can just coffee jump over. So that poor crab's gonna have to find the kids themselves, I guess. Because I'm not helping. I'm on a mission. And the final bell tower got eaten by this giant turtle monster. Unfortunate.
Are you going inside the turtle?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Go over here. I'm gonna whack its brain so it opens up its gut for me. I don't know how that works, but you know, I'm not a doctor. Oh. And now there's supposed to be a huge boss fight here. It's a reference to the Great Mighty Pooh, because again, this game's like a tribute kind of to Conkers. Even the Squirrel King is modeled off Conker, so. But you skip the fight completely. So we're gonna see the cool little rave party going on down here. And we're just gonna skip it all. So if you hit the ground, the boss triggers, but you can actually just jump over here. And then with coffee, you can get up here to skip the entire fight. And normally there's supposed to be this huge chase sequence after. But we can just reset, and because I got no checkpoints, it puts me back here. And now we're heading to the end of the run, unfortunately. Our time with Hobo Cat has come to an end, more or less. Time will be when I bring the tiny turtle to the big turtle. But you'll know what I mean. It's complicated. The story of this game, I don't know what they're going for with the story, to be honest. The final cutscene is kind of wild. You can pick up the watermelon. Can you eat it? Wait, I didn't even know. Oh, you can't.
That's so sad.
I could go for some watermelon right now. Love me a good
I
watermelon.
love watermelon.
It's so good.
It is.
Top tier fruit right there.
What's your favorite fruit, would you say?
I'm a big fan of blueberries.
Really?
Love me some
I'm not a
blueberries.
blueberry liker, personally.
Wow.
I like watermelon a lot. I like bananas. I like some dragon fruit sometimes, though we don't have it very often.
Yeah, dragon fruit can be good. I don't have it that often either.
Yeah. I think just by virtue of how often I have them, probably banana is my favorite. But
Banana's good. Love me some bananas. So this is a tiny turtle. The Squirrel King just died. I don't know what happened exactly. Ringing the bells was kind of bad. Time is going to be right now. And that is Hobo Cat.
well played.
Thank you.
That game's crazy.
It's a trip.
Definitely Kino.
Definitely Kino.
We need like a word for when a video game is Kino. A dedicated word. What is going on this cutscene?
I don't know. It's like Hobo Cat from the future's mad at Hobo Cat, and he takes the turtle. It's Kino. What can I say?
Like a Metal Gear Solid reference.
I think it's a Metal Gear Solid reference, but I'm so out of left field.
Awesome.
Yeah, and that's Hobo Cat. So,
well played. Do you have any shout-outs you'd like to make or anything?
I want to shout out D'Artagnan for being the only other person to speedrun this game as of now. And shout outs to you guys for putting on this event. Hope everything goes well.
Awesome. Thank you so much for playing. That was a great run. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
No worries. That was really good.